On a Wednesday morning in October, $87,124,008 lands in your checking account. You think it is a clerical error. You give the bank 72 hours to take it back. The bank misses the deadline. By Friday, the FBI is at your kitchen table. By Sunday, you have an immunity agreement in front of you. The question is no longer, what is the right thing to do? The question is, who you're about to find out you really are. Part 1. The Wire. You are 31 years old, and you are at your desk at Mercer Sun Health Insurance in Tucson on a Wednesday in October when your phone vibrates at 8:47 a.m. The notification is from Bank of the West. The text reads, "Deposit posted, $87,124,008.16. You think it is a UI glitch. You refresh the app. The number does not change. Originating institution, Banco de la Costa Atlantica. You have never heard of it. You sit through the rest of the morning meeting without absorbing a single word. At lunch, you open a customer service ticket. You assume the bank will reverse the wire within the hour. You go back to claims data. By 1 p.m., nothing has been reversed. You sit at your cubicle and you stare at a column of insurance claim numbers, and you do the math on how much 87 million is. You have $52,000 in credit card debt and an 8-year-old Honda Civic and a 1-bedroom apartment on East Speedway and a checking account that paid 0.04% interest the day before. The math, when you do it, is the kind of math you do not stop doing once you start. You have not eaten lunch. You do not eat lunch. Part 2. The Call. Wednesday at 3:14 p.m. A 305 area code. The woman on the phone introduces herself as Margaret Linehan. She is professional and apologetic. The funds were intended for an institutional client with a similar account number. You have 72 hours to authorize the return wire. After that, the bank pursues legal recovery. You hang up. You call a banking lawyer named Marcus Tanaka, $400 an hour, recommended by a coworker. He listens for 9 minutes and tells you to comply immediately. Even if delay tactics could legally extract a settlement, the optics are bad and federal banking law is unforgiving. You agree. Thursday morning at 9 a.m., you sign the return wire authorization. You feel almost relieved. You feel like you have done the adult thing. You go to work. You write a status update for your team. You bring a coworker a coffee. You think about canceling the appointment with Marcus Tanaka because you do not need a lawyer anymore. You think about the credit card debt. You wonder, in a corner of your brain you do not look at directly, what your life would look like if the wire had been deposited at a different bank with a different policy. You eat lunch at your desk. You do not check the app at 2 p.m. You do not check the app at 2:30 p.m. Part 3. The Follow-up. Thursday at 2:38 p.m., your bank sends you a confirmation email. The return wire has been rejected by the originating institution. The wire failed. You read the email 3 times. You log into the app. The $87,124,008.16 is still there. While you are looking at the screen, a second deposit posts, $4,200,000. The memo line reads, "Consulting, retainer." You did not sign any consulting agreement. You stand up at your desk. You leave the office without telling anyone. You drive to a parking lot near the freeway and call Margaret Linehan from your car. The number is disconnected. You Google Banco de la Costa Atlantica. The website returns a 404 error. You call Marcus Tanaka. It goes to voicemail. You call him 3 more times that afternoon. You email him twice. He stops returning your calls. By Thursday night, you are sitting on the edge of your bed with the lights off and a glass of water you do not drink. You feel your face go hot for the first time. You do not call your sister Lena, who texts you every other Sunday from Phoenix. You do not call your mother Rosalind, who is 67 and lives 9 miles from you, and whose retirement pension paperwork is in a manila folder in your filing cabinet because you handle her finances. You sit alone in the dark, and you understand that something is happening to you that the 72-hour deadline was never going to fix. Part 4. The FBI. Friday at 7:22 a.m., 2 black SUVs in your driveway, Special Agent Daniel Acosta and 3 colleagues. Federal warrant in hand for your phone, your laptop, your bank statements. You sit at your own kitchen table while he explains. Banco de la Costa Atlantica is a known correspondent of the Sinaloa Federation's financial wing. The wire pattern they used on you has been used on 6 other people this week across 3 countries. It is a documented money mule scheme. Your name was selected from a leaked LinkedIn dataset 12 weeks ago. The other 6 recipients have already been arrested. You have not been arrested yet because you are useful. The $4.2 million consulting retainer was a test. You did not return it within the first 12 hours, which the cartel reads as cooperation. The FBI now has a window. Acosta does not raise his voice. He does not look angry. He looks like a man who has had this conversation 40 times before and knows exactly how it ends. He says, very calmly, "You are going to want a federal defense attorney. We will be back tomorrow at 11. They take your laptop. They take your phone. They take a burner backup phone you did not know you owned because Marcus Tanaka had slid it under your apartment door in a FedEx envelope on Wednesday afternoon. They tell you not to leave Pima County. They thank you for your time. They drive away in the 2 black SUVs. You sit at your kitchen table for 41 minutes without moving." Part 5. The Offer. Saturday at 11 a.m., you sit with Vivian Reyes in her downtown Tucson office. She is a federal defense attorney, former U.S. Attorney's Office, $1,200 an hour. She has 26 years of cartel-adjacent cases on her resume. She does not waste time. She lays out the FBI's offer in the order it will be presented to you. Immunity in exchange for documented cooperation, sealed grand jury testimony, voluntary account monitoring, possibly months of controlled wire patterns where you let the FBI route additional cartel money through your account so they can map the rest of the network. Immunity protects you criminally, but not civilly. You will lose the $87 million. You will lose the $4.2 million. You will lose your savings. You will probably lose your job and your apartment. The cartel will eventually know your name. WITSEC is on the table, but not guaranteed. Vivian tells you, evenly, that WITSEC works for federal employees with clean operational profiles. It does not work as well for data analysts with sisters in Phoenix and mothers 9 miles away. The alternative? Federal indictment for unlicensed money transmission and conspiracy to commit wire fraud, 5 to 15 years. Vivian walks you through the math twice. She is not unkind. She does not tell you what to do. She tells you that whatever you choose, she will represent you to the highest standard of her ability. She charges you $4,800 for the consultation. You write the check. You drive home. You do not eat dinner. Part 6. The Chair. Sunday at 4 p.m. Agent Acosta is coming back at 5. You sit at the kitchen table with the immunity agreement in front of you. The pen is to the right of it. You think about Lena, who is at brunch in Phoenix right now and does not know any of this is happening. You think about Rosalind, whose pension paperwork is in your filing cabinet because she trusts you with the math. You think about the version of you who woke up Wednesday morning believing the worst thing about his life was a $52,000 credit card balance and the slow wait of a job he did not love. You pick up the pen. You sign or you do not sign. The agreement is on the table either way. You realize the question was never what is the right thing to do. The question was, what kind of person did you think you were, and what kind of person are you about to find out you are? The cartel did not put your name in their system. A clerical error did. But there is no clerical error you can point to that explains the rest of who you are about to become. He signed the papers. He did not sign the papers. The script does not say. What the script says is that on a Sunday at 5 p.m. in Tucson, Arizona, a 31-year-old data analyst with $52,000 in credit card debt opened the door for an FBI agent he had met one time. And whatever happened next, the man who answered the door was not the same man who had checked his bank app 6 times the previous Wednesday. The wire was the easy part. The wire was clerical. The rest of it, what kind of person did you think you were before the wire arrived? That was always going to be the math you do alone. Tell me in the comments. Tell yourself if you do not feel like telling me.